Hi everyone, it's Marci Eberhardt and I'm reporting on assemblages and intersections. During this course, I've learned that the most significant issue to critical theory in art education and intersectionality is that Black feminists today remain victimized and marginalized. They find frustration at those intersections and continue to struggle to be heard. Black feminists possess an enormous amount of knowledge that connects to art education. I created a clever little shout out. Philosopher Folcott is greeting Dr. Poor. Your fondness towards me is endearing, yet I must clarify that Cho emanates a much cooler persona. Dr. Poor is a queer theorist that strives to use Folcott's biopolitics of power and control in her writing. Poor's feminist politics are not straightforward. She would say something to Cho like, I find in an age of counterterrorism and homo nationalism less than comical. Nash would criticize that critical readers of Poor's intersectionality maintain that she relates Black feminism to violence, as in the case of 9/11, that displaces Black women and feminists, claiming her work is theoretically assemblage theory. Folcott again. For starters, Cho does not oppose inversions of the role of the queer, female, and racialized victim to vocalize a call for resistance to attempts at co-opting marginalized communities on the one hand and mainstream geopolitical narratives on the other. Don't forget, you would rather be a cyborg than a goddess. Meet Margaret Cho. It gives me a special feeling, like a sense of belonging, when I see people lined up at the door to see me perform. I do not feel like I'm just an entertainer because I relate to my audience and they relate to me. Cho feels that by making a joke about something serious, she is a feminist and activist that stands a better chance to have her audience share and understand her point of view. Cho tells Poor, you would be taken more seriously if you would just write and talk to people using simple language. Further, it doesn't hurt to use laughter versus control and discipline to coexist and work together. One of the other authors I wrote about in my final paper is that of Black lesbian filmmaker Cheryl Dunn. Cheryl Dunn made an amateur film back in the 90s about marginalized and oppressed Black actresses that were forgotten in the 30s and 40s, and how her own intersectionalities paralleled with those actresses. We ask ourselves, how does intersectionality and assemblages relate to art education? Black feminist theory is necessary to methodological research to eliminate the erasure of women's presence in the field of art education.